In a quiet ancient forest, nestled amongst towering trees and luminous flowers, lived a community of tiny, shimmering fireflies. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and darkness enveloped the woods, these fireflies would ascend into the night sky. Their collective glow transformed the forest, making it sparkle like a celestial canvas dotted with countless miniature stars. These guiding lights were a beacon for lost travelers and filled the entire woodland with an enchanting, magical aura. Among this sparkling community was a particularly small firefly named Lumi, who was much younger than the rest. Unlike the other fireflies, whose lights shone with vibrant intensity, Lumi's own glow was noticeably faint and dim. Each night, as the fireflies prepared their nightly display, their individual lights would begin to twinkle brightly. But Lumi's small light struggled to even produce a consistent flicker, often fading almost completely. "Oh dear," Lumi would often sigh softly to themselves. "My light is simply too weak. I fear I'll never shine like the others do." The other fireflies darted through the air with effortless confidence, their bright beams cutting through the darkness. Some gracefully formed, glowing circles and intricate patterns high above the forest floor. Others proudly blinked their strong lights, showcasing their brilliance for all to see. Lumi, however, preferred to remain hidden, often perching quietly on a large leaf, feeling shy and deeply uncertain of their own light. One particular evening, as twilight deepened, the fireflies were once again preparing for their nightly illumination ritual. Their wise leader, a firefly with an exceptionally bright glow, announced proudly, "Tonight we must shine with extraordinary brilliance," she continued. "Our light must be extra strong so that all the forest animals can clearly see their paths in the deepening gloom." With a collective buzz, all the fireflies soared upwards into the vast, dark sky, eager to fulfill their duty. All, that is, except for Lumi, who remained rooted to their spot, a wave of familiar nervousness washing over them. Lumi whispered, almost inaudibly, "What if my tiny light is simply too insignificant to make any real difference or help anyone at all?" Just at that moment, a tiny emerald green ladybug, looking utterly lost, painstakingly crawled through the thick, dewy grass nearby. "Oh dear me," the ladybug lamented with a sad little voice. "I seem to have lost my way home, and it's grown far too dark to see." Lumi instinctively glanced around, hoping to see another firefly, but realized none of the brighter ones were close by. For a long moment, Lumi hesitated, a battle of doubt and a flicker of hope playing out within their tiny heart. "My light is so incredibly tiny," Lumi pondered. "But perhaps, just perhaps, even a small light could be enough to guide someone." Gathering every ounce of courage, Lumi took a deep, shaky breath and gently willed their little glow to appear. A soft, warm, golden light began to emanate from Lumi's small body, pushing back the immediate darkness. "Please, follow me," Lumi offered kindly, their voice still a little timid but filled with genuine intent. The lost ladybug, seeing the gentle glow, slowly and carefully began to follow Lumi's small light through the tangled blades of grass. Step by careful step, the two tiny creatures navigated their way through the increasingly dark and mysterious forest. They cautiously passed by rough, moss-covered rocks, skirted around fallen leaves, and weaved through tall, swaying blades of grass. Finally, after what felt like a long journey, they arrived at a cozy, miniature house crafted from a single curled leaf. "That's my home!" the ladybug exclaimed with a joyful cheer, her tiny antennae wiggling in delight. "Thank you, oh, thank you so much!" Lumi blinked in genuine surprise, a feeling of disbelief mixed with burgeoning pride. "My tiny light actually helped?" Lumi asked softly. "Of course it did," the ladybug chirped happily. "Your light was absolutely perfect. It was exactly what I needed to find my way." Just at that moment, the other, brighter fireflies began to return from their high-flying duties in the sky. They descended gracefully, their lights still blazing, and noticed Lumi glowing proudly beside the ladybug's leaf house. "What has happened here, little Lumi?" one of the curious fireflies inquired, hovering closer. Lumi smiled shyly, a newfound confidence beginning to bloom. "I helped a lost ladybug find her way back home," they explained. The leader firefly, who had also returned, observed the scene and nodded slowly, a look of profound pride on her luminous face. "You see, Lumi," she began gently, her voice full of wisdom, "it truly doesn't matter how big or how small your light might be," she continued. "What truly matters, what is most important, is possessing the courage to shine brightly when someone else is in need." Lumi felt an unfamiliar warmth spread through their tiny body, a powerful and strong sensation unlike anything they had felt before. For the very first time in Lumi's life, their light began to glow with an intensity and brilliance it had never shown. It wasn't because Lumi's light had suddenly grown physically larger or stronger in size. It was because Lumi had finally, truly, and deeply believed in the power and purpose of their own unique light. From that magical night onward, Lumi flew joyfully and confidently alongside all the other fireflies. Their once dim light now contributed to illuminating the entire forest in a beautiful, steady, golden glow. Lumi had discovered a profound and incredibly important lesson that evening, a lesson about inner strength and the true meaning of courage. The forest, once a place of doubt for Lumi, became a canvas for their newfound confidence. Every flicker of Lumi's light now carried a story of bravery and self-belief. The other fireflies looked at Lumi with new respect, understanding the depth of their journey. Lumi's story became a quiet legend among the forest creatures, a testament to small acts of kindness. The ladybug often visited, reminding Lumi of the night their tiny light made all the difference. Lumi learned that every light, no matter its size, holds the potential to guide and inspire. The forest continued to thrive, bathed in the combined radiance of all its fireflies. But Lumi's light, once the dimmest, now shone with a special, unwavering brilliance. It was a light born not of size, but of spirit and an unshakable belief. And so, Lumi, the brave little firefly, continued to illuminate the path for others, proving that true strength always comes from believing in the light that shines within you.